and then find a relative relationship between them. People prefer to use emanations to save their lives from any kind of unhappy and unpopular situations. For example, this is a kind of equipment which can be used under serious circumstances. Someone is trying to hurt you, so these ammunitions can be a great asset under this kind of circumstances. This is my first paragraph. The usage of these ammunitions without practical licensing have devastated human society. We have experienced that the death toll and genocide has been created because one person is killing the people psychologically by using this kind of equipment or ammunitions.
On the other hand,
yes, on the other hand is here, but I just want to be more focused conditionally. I was saying it to you that ammunition should be given to the people conditionally on certain licensing patronizations. So this is a kind of word which can create a relationship that you are trying to say that this is applicable, but conditionally, or on the other hand, is suitable. Even when you use the word conditionally, it means opposite to the argument. Okay? So let's have discussions on the topic. So do you have any kind of questions? Is it clear? The sentences containing the main idea has been removed from the following two paragraphs. Okay? And read each paragraph carefully and then write an opening sentence for each sentence and compare your sentences with a key to see how well you understood the main idea. Okay, just go for that. Okay, so please first we look at this paragraph, and I'll be teaching you a signpost words can be applied to understand the main idea and supporting idea. Okay, this is according to the preliminary study presented in the Surface Paradise. Cyrus Larkin, a Simba University College in Melbourne, left a mobile phone transmitting beside the right hemisphere of participation brains for half an hour before they went to sleep. Okay, this is the first sentence. There was a research, and research was talking about left hemisphere, okay? And this showed more alpha wave activity in the first period of non-REM sleep and started REM deep sleep about 17 minutes sooner than on nights they were not exposed to the phones. Then means there is a comparison has been made between that. London thinks electromagnetic radiation in this cause, okay? In this cause, but it's not yet clear whether this could have harmful effects. Okay, so look at these sentences. So guess that what will be the main idea about this topic? Guess the whole sentence.
Harmful effects of electromagnetic radiations.
Impressive. This whole paragraph is talking about something is harmful and something is no. So means that the main idea is all about the two thoughts of using mobile phone during sleep near to you. This is all about that. Whether you need to use a mobile phone during a sleep near to you or not. Some says that it has a harmful effect. Some say that it has a harmful effect. This is a comparison. But on the first side, electromagnetic radiation is the cause. But means that they think that it's a harmful. But means it's not the harmful. Means that balance has been made between what on the left hand side and the right hand side. For example, I'm trying to help people by introducing charity programs. Okay, but these programs are not as profitable as if the government took initiatives. Okay. The first, I was just sharing benefits of that programs. On the other hand, the benefits are not really greater ones. So, but actually, it's going to be. I'll conclude that. Okay. So, some boys are genius, but some are not genius. Means comparison has been made. Some are wealthy, but some are not wealthy or are poor. You have to make a comparison because I'm in relationship with that. I'm teaching you a comprehension skill. So please follow me. I'm not teaching you reading. This only one word has made you clarification about the main idea. और लिखा भी नहीं हुआ था और मैं guess कर रहा था उसको. But भी आपका वो है ना while whereas is a comparisons. आपको इस इन वर्ड्स को बहुत सीरियसली देखना पड़ता है. आपको लगेगा कि मैं आपको रीडिंग नहीं करवा रहा, मैं आपको कॉम्प्रिहेंशन स्किल्स टीच कर रहा हूँ. और ये एग्जामिनेशन टिप्स हैं क्योंकि हमारे पास इतना फजूल टाइम नहीं है कि हम इतनी सारी चीजों को पढ़ना शुरू कर दें. Let's come back to the second one. Similar approach can be applied here. And this is a kind of a discussions and main idea is still missing here. And you need to guess that. Andrew Davis of the University of Tasmania in Lostons and his team placed 25 people on a diet containing 30 grams of chopped chili a day for a week. Okay? He conducted an experiment. परेशान की जरूरत नहीं है. A statistical है ज़्यादा ना ये data statistical 30 grams we use when 25 people we use when a day we use for 4 weeks we use when highly statistical. It means that writer is trying to give some kind of figurative or statistical information in the passage. On average, the volunteer went to bed 2 hours later and slept for 20 minutes less than in the previous 4 weeks. Okay? Experiment has been conducted. When their diet has been chili free, but they were also active in their sleep and seemed to sleep more deeply. The effects of chili during sleep and after sleep without chili. Okay, the experiment is made there. And मैंने सिर्फ इससे guess किया इसको ना. मैं ये passage पहली दफा पढ़ रहा हूँ अपनी लाइफ में. आप भी पहली दफा पढ़ रहे हैं. मैं सिर्फ guessing सेल्स से develop कर रहा हूँ. And Davis told the Australian Sleep Association conference held in Surfers Paradise, Queensland, the participants also reported feeling more alert the next day and were more physically active. The researchers have yet to pinpoint which is ingredient in chili are responsible. So, what would be the main title of this discussion? Effects of chili on humans during sleep or probably after the sleep. That was the topic. Here. How are the above paragraphs similar in terms of their structure and their content? But what is your point of view? Content means कि उसमें information से क्या दी गई है और structure उसमें मतलब sentence की जो transitions हैं वो कैसे ली गई हैं? Writer is trying to use the word but, moreover, furthermore, on the contrary. ये उसका structure आपको बता रहा है कि paragraph कैसे directions में move करेगा. Now listen these sentences. Look at this type of sentences, and please actually use them into your own words. कि topic कहाँ है, main idea कहाँ है, और further support कहाँ है. Topic की मैं already discussions कर चुका हूँ कि ऐसा word जो repeatedly use हो paragraph में for topic होगा. और वही word कहते हैं main idea में importance रखता है. Now look at this sentence clearly. In the 1930s, the French philosopher Pierre Clermont de Chardin predicted the emergence of nosphere, a network linking mankind at the mental rather than the physical level. Rather than physical level and mental level. Comparison hasn't made here. Okay, this is the sense of the whole sentence. But ये सारी बकवास लिखी हुई है. Peri, Chili predicted. मतलब ये सारी it's a kind of irrelevant things. और ये वर्ड था rather than इसकी लेफ्ट हैंड साइड उसकी राइट हैंड साइड सेंटेंस के स्ट्रक्चर की डेवलप करते हैं. Tilhard was a sociologist, a scientist, and Jewish theologians. And he described this noosphere partly in physical terms as an informative network and partly in spiritual and philosophical language as a force which would act to unify society. क्या चीज है ये? ये sentences से ये main idea था, ये sporting idea था. ये sporting है. वो उसी बंदे के बारे में उसकी बारे में बताया जा रहा है कि वो theologian भी था, ये भी था. मतलब sporting discussion चल रही है अभी कहते हैं उस बंदे की personality क्या हो. क्योंकि topic personality में नहीं है. One of the many metaphors which he used to put the concept across was that of the hollow thinking energy encircling the planet. Okay? Again, sport कर रहा है इसको उसके one of the many metaphors, but the sporting discussions are one of the most important dedicated things. And today, the same combination of technical, sociological, and philosophical terminology is used to describe the internet. Topic क्या है इसमें? Internet. Internet is the topic. Internet is the topic क्योंकि वो comparisons उसने किया कि किस तरीके से humans की जो thoughts हैं वो इंटरनेट की थॉट से कैसे मैच कर रही है. इंटरनेट डेवलप कैसे होता है और ह्यूमंस का माइंड कैसे डेवलप होता है. और जो करने वाला था वो बेसिकली फर्दर सपोर्ट दिया था. मेन आइडिया भी यही है कि कहते हैं टेक्निकल, सोशियोलॉजिकल, फिलोसॉफिकल टर्मिनोलॉजी ऑफ द इंटरनेट. Roger?
Yeah.
Next, please. Yes. What main point is the writer is making in this paragraph about the Perry Tilhard, okay? Perry Tilhard को आपने scan करना और बताना इस paragraph में क्या किया. First one, he tried to build an early version of internet. इसमें जो discussions है वो early version की है, ठीक है? He forecast का मतलब वो predict कर रहा है इसके बारे में. Problems आपके key factor हैं. अगर problem discuss ही नहीं किए गए तो आपका main idea नहीं हो सकता. He understands the principles underlying the functions of the internet. He understood the principles underlying the functions of internet. आज इंटर पेरिथेल के ऊपर. Back there. Yes, please. Wait a Perithel. Yes, Perithel is here. He was a French philosopher. Perithel predicted. Oh my God. Predicted.
Non-institution.
Predicted से ही आप आ जाएगा इस पे ना. यहाँ word किया से forecast is a genius enough. Prediction and forecast. I'm predicting that the future of Iran will be holistic. I'm forecasting that there may be a devastation in Iran if this war has resumed. This is sense. आपको मैंने पहले ही बता दिया था जैसे मैंने इसको स्कैनिंग की मैंने इस वर्ड पे फोकस किया मैंने अंडरस्टैंडिंग प्रिंसिपल को किया ट्राइड और अर्ली वर्जन को किया. Vocabulary building compound and nouns. A noun and adjective often put together to make a compound noun phrases can be done to avoid using a longer relative clause. For example, cities that are underground is equal to subterranean cities. Subterranean cities. इतना लंबा सेंटेंस को हमने इसमें रिप्लेस कर दिया इसको हम relative nouns करते हैं. Skim the passage below for noun phrases that have these meanings. अब इनके जो sentences हैं हमने paragraph के अंदर ढूंढने हैं, ठीक है? पहले इसको पढ़ लेंगे इनको ना. People who are walking in city streets. आप इसको कैसे understand करेंगे? People who are walking in city streets. Pedestrians होंगे, चलते रहते हैं. Pedestrians are walking in the streets. जहां भी इतना लंबा सेंटेंस है वहां पेडेस्ट्रियन का वर्ड यूज करेंगे आपको सेंस क्लियर हो जाएगी. He's talking with the people who are walking in the roads on the streets or something like that is pedestrians. Large number of cars that are moving around together.
A group of us.
Immigrants. Immigrants. मतलब a group of people are traveling from one place to another place is immigrants. And movement that is difficult because a lot of traffic. Traffic congestions. I was unable to move from this place since last 3 years because there was a traffic congestions. Regulations that relate to traffic. Traffic laws. Structure that are on fire. Structure that are on fire. Allow me guess at the structure that are on fire. The hot topic, debatable issue. We can always say that the hot topic today is the Iran and Israel war. And the topic is so important. Everyone is talking about that. Chocolate is hot on fire. It means that everybody likes it. So context is telling you. A vehicle that moving in both directions.
Two-way travel.
Yes, two-way travel. हम कह रहे थे वन वे ट्रैफिक और टू वे ट्रैफिक टू वे का मतलब ये कि आ भी रहे हैं जा भी रहे हैं सिंगल रोड के ऊपर ना और वन वे का मतलब है एक जाने के लिए और एक आने के लिए A bridge that splits and goes into two directions. इसको सोचें A bridge
Yes.
that splits and goes into two directions.
Railway track.
A railway track? इसको inseparable भी कह सकते हैं हम which is जो एक से दूसरे से अलग ना हो सके inseparable.
No,
A bridge that splits and goes into the directions. सोचें ना इसके बारे में. Should I give you a hint? Should I give you a hint? Have you got an option to travel from Multan to Karachi? Okay.
there is a bridge over there. Is like Canton
नहीं जंक्शंस
Junction.
जंक्शंस का मतलब ये होता है कि जहाँ दो डिफरेंट रेलवे ट्रैक्स आके मिलते हैं अब मुल्तान जंक्शन नहीं है मुल्तान जंक्शन नहीं है भावलपुर जंक्शन है आपका
Yeah.
क्योंकि भावलपुर से दो डिफरेंट डायरेक्शंस चली जाती हैं एक इस साइड पे एक खानेवाल पे जंक्शन है क्योंकि यहाँ से भी दो डिफरेंट डायरेक्शंस जाती हैं हम एक वर्ड यूज करते हैं इंग्लिश के अंदर ना इंटरजंक्शंस क्यों कहते हैं उसको इंटरजंक्शंस दो चीजों को कनेक्ट कर रहा होता है interjunctions means that you are connecting two things together और उसकी जो पहले एग्जांपल है वो interjunctions के अंदर is emotional compatibility of junctions so junctions is something where the two different tracks is going to be split and goes to other directions ये पैराग्राफ पढ़े और इसके अंदर ये सेंटेंसेस इनकी थॉट्स को अंडरस्टैंड करें प्लीज गो अपवर्ड यस yes they marched in their closet along narrow trails that went across the countryside often the traffic is two-way
Yeah.
okay as the seed vital supplies to haul back to their subterranean cities and scientists say that if the mysterious of how on manage the traffic problem can be unraveled means there's no compactors unraveled and the science seekers unraveled कैसे यूज करते हैं compactors है ही नहीं इसका unraveled there is no ravelry The secrets could be applied to humans' travel, making it easier for urban pedestrians. Yes. The people who are walking the streets. Recently, the Australian Research Council announced 2,44,000 grant for the 3-year study of armed traffic. It is one of the 12 research projects costing $370 million to be funded between, honest met their transportation needs without traffic congestions. Or complex centralized control. अच्छा मैं एक रिसर्च में पढ़ रहा था कि मैं इसे रेलिवेंट है लेकिन आप पढ़िएगा कि जो आर्ट्स का जो सिटी है ना अंडरग्राउंड में वो कहते हैं उनका कोई सीईओ ही नहीं है उनके पास कोई क्या कहते हैं ना डायरेक्शंस और मैनेजमेंट नहीं है लेकिन दे हैव अंडरग्राउंड इंजन में उनका फूड को कलेक्ट करने का प्रोसेस फूड को स्टोर करने का प्रोसेस और मतलब अपनी चीजों को मतलब एक kind of things
In a report, like it was an AI video which was showing the same thing.
Yes, I was reading that. Martin Bro, the Monash University of Biologists, they have no traffic laws, no traffic lights, no traffic police, no laws actually. And they're able to organize themselves. Yes, this is also the point of this AI theory. And Dr. Berto will work with a French researcher, Dr. Audi Does to believe advanced transport models could help humans cope with everything from dashing through airport or fleeing burning building to negotiating shopping crowds. वही method हो गया that they're following to develop this habit. One surprise that aren't moves faster on trails involving two-way traffic. Yes, they're different from humans. हम टू वे ट्रैफिक में हमें अपनी स्पीड को बहुत कंट्रोल करना पड़ता है कि हिट ना हो जाए. ये सबसे ज्यादा सरप्राइजिंग चीज है इनके लिए कि ये सबसे ज्यादा टू वे ट्रैफिक के अंदर बगैर हिट किए मूवमेंट कर रहे होते हैं. और ये जो वर्ड है सरप्राइज, ये बहुत कैलकुलेटेड है. मैंने इसी वर्ड से फोकस किया पूरे सेंटेंस को. और ये दिस इज द क्रूशियल पार्ट ऑफ द सेंटेंस. Dr. Britt said they appear to avoid congestion by separating heavily laden lines, thus avoiding conveyance of slow-moving traffic. Dr. Dishes has investigated how ants organize traffic over a fork bridge.
Yeah.
Fork bridge, वही है जिसको हम junction कहते हैं. Which can split and goes into different directions. Set up in a laboratory, she found that ants pushed each other at the fork to avoid bottlenecks forming. You wouldn't think pushing would ever be good. Dr. Bird, who conceded the technique could never be employed to smooth out human gems. लेकिन हम कर नहीं सकते इसको, because they love each other. हम गाड़ी चला रहे होते हैं, अगला बंदा वो मानेगा आप जैसा मर्जी बचाना चाहें. Okay, so is enough for today? Go for that downward. Yes, please stay here. Okay, so we'll practice here on sentence. On territory is easier to find Australia than any other countries. Not given. किसने कहा? Interesting. Good reading memory. How? आपको समझ आई ये बात की?
Yeah.
इसने कहा not given, ना? क्यों कहा है not?
It's not given the
Yes, it's not given.
because the territory is easier to find in Australia. There is no difference created in the countries.
Yes, countries का discussions ही नहीं हुई, सिर्फ Australian discussions हुई है. ठीक है, ये not given की statement observe करने का सब crucial part है. Countries की discussions ही नहीं कर रहा, सिर्फ Australia discuss कर रहे हैं. The Australian Research Council is funding 3 studies over a 4 years period. It falls over. 3 studies नहीं दी हैं, मैंने 2 studies दी हैं, और 4 years period. ये मतलब mathematical calculations है, आप check कर लीजिएगा इसको. Some ants obviously have special duties related to traffic movements. False.
They don't have to.
No rules, no movements. Okay. Ants move in both directions, single lane. True. Ants operate a primitive traffic management system. They operate the traffic of management system, लेकिन हमें नहीं पता ये primitive है कि कितना old है. मेरा शायद ants कहते हैं ना, they came into existence even in fact from this of human beings. ऐसी बात discuss नहीं करेगा. Ants sometimes construct simple bridges.
Not.
Yes, sometimes physically. You work both ends sometimes. A force is sometimes used by ants to get rid of congestions.
No.
There is no force. Paraphrasing. Find words in the passage that match these meanings. Search for. Okay, so find the word which has the closest meaning for search for. Any word, any student would like to give me help for finding the word search for. I'm looking for that. Search for. I'm hunting for that. I'm trying to find. So these are the alternative words which can be used for search for. And the next word is solve. I give a solutions. I give a resolutions. I give a positive idea. And any other thing? Solutions? What solutions you want? Any other word? It can be used for solutions. Consensus. To develop a consensus, you give a solutions. We amicably created situations where everyone is agreed solutions and stated publicly, announced, sent publicly, officially, for everyone, general statement for masses, general masses, so you can use the word publicly. Financed, get money, budgeting, allocating a certain budget for finance something. Fulfill needs, complete the needs. Anything, dire needs, fulfill the needs, dire needs, and give solutions and the requirements, fulfilling the requirements. Okay? Rushing, going fast, going fast, rushing, hurriedly, rushing. I mean, it means for this one, and finding your way through, any particular solutions, any particular way to handle the situations. Studied. He researched, he defined, he claimed, he postulates, means he describes and accepted, admitted, agreement. There's a consensus. There is a formal amicability. There is a right kind of relationship between them. There is a positive node between them. Start phrase. So please actually, untransported vowels could help humans cope with everything from guessing the meaning from the context. So please actually try to write something which can give you an idea that how the transportation system and actually can help you to follow the similar transportation system in humans trafficking, and to what extent you can actually argue on the topic. I like to go more often, but I found the gym different type of equipment. Okay, so you can do it yourself. What about that? Exercise को दे दीजिएगा. कल मैं नहीं हूँगा, कल हम माहौल पड़े मेरा लेक्चर. मैं फिर इसको Wednesday को कंटिन्यू करूँगा. 7 days में आपकी reading complete हो जाएगी. Then you should stop in practicing understanding of reading comprehensions. Okay? Thank you very much.